Hey everybody, today Rahdo runs down Peloponnes, Heroes, and Colonies, which is the biggest expansion for Peloponnes to date. And Peloponnes is in my top 10 games of all time. So you can imagine I'm very excited about this. I'm going to spend a few minutes today letting you know what's new. I'm assuming you already know how to play Peloponnes. If not, you can hit that eye in the top right corner of the screen and watch one of my older run-throughs. But this is for Peloponnes fans. Folks, what do you get with the Heroes and Colonies? Well, right off the bat, hey, this is a regular game of Peloponnes. There's our disasters. Here's our market. It's Sparta versus Thebes. Let's start adding new stuff to the game. First of all, we get heroes. Achilles, Helen, Daedalus, Penelope, Sisyphus. Everybody gets one at random. And I say Sparta over here, I've got Achilles. And over here in Thebes, Jen's got Helen. Although there's a bunch, tons of different variety you can get with them. So these, of course, will give you more stuff. Hey, because I've got a little bit more money, and I've got a little bit more population because of Achilles, and most importantly, I have some strength, which is a new resource in the game that is tracked on an entirely new board. Here's where everybody's strength is. How do we track it? Well, the game comes with these nice little markers. We use them to keep track of our population, and we move this over here because of Achilles. Sparta here is starting out with 5 strength. Helen over there gives Thebes some more cash up front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That girl is loaded. Some Thebes could definitely appreciate the population, but only 1 strength. Alrighty, and then we mark her like this. Now we'll come back to this in a moment because there's a lot of stuff on this board. But and also Helen and Achilles both provide potentially 2 victory points or power points at the end of the game. So everybody gets a hero, but everybody also gets a colony. Yay! A whole bunch of new boards, and these are all unique setups. Everybody will have a very, very different circumstance. And there's 2 things about it. Most colonies will have some kind of special power, like Leptis Magna here. Basically, has the barracks power of being able to build next to each other, but has a downside where if you want to reserve a building, you got to pay 3 instead of 1. That's very painful. But they also have ratings compared to how they are to original settings. Leptis here produces more income, but less luxury goods because of the payout for them. And let's see here. I know Leptis is pretty straightforward. A Salamis. Oh, this is a funky one. Basically, it's pretty much on par with all the basic income you get from the basic game. Nothing changes for those ratings, but you can feed 2 people with 1 food. So it's easy to keep the people of Salamis very well fed and very happy. But on the other hand, their people are only worth 2 points at the end of the game instead of the regular 3. So you've got to get your population up much higher than normal, which is doable because you don't have to feed them quite as much. So there's a bunch of different ones. They all have different abilities. Plus, they're also much more bright and colorful, and they're thicker cardboard as well, which is very much appreciated. So anyway, everybody gets a colony. I'm not going to reset all this. Oh, what the heck, I will. Okay, Sparta has a colony of Taurus, Thebes has a colony of Naucratis, and Naucratis' special power is they can use luxury goods 1-to-1 instead of 2-to-1, which is huge. But on the other hand, their payout for income is terrible. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, they are broke. They need to get the population up, and they need to start making luxury goods fast to take advantage. And what's Taurus' thing? Oh, Taurus is getting luxury goods right from the get-go. They are the luxury goods kings. And in fact, look, they can't store much before they start getting luxury goods left, right, and center. So they are crazy rich and luxurious over here in Taurus. But, Decline and Tempest will destroy them. Decline doesn't just do -10. Decline wipes out everything. And Tempest is much more expensive to deal with than normal. All right, so as you can see, going to change the game up quite a bit right there, but we're not done. Everybody gets 3 of these Clover Leaves in addition to their starting capital. And these are very, very interesting. There's a reminder down here. At the end of the game, when you are trying to tally up your final points, how much power you have versus how much population you have, if you've still got these clover leaves, they can be 2 towards either metric. So you can even things out and overall score more points. So these are incredibly valuable. Everybody gets 3 of them right from the get-go, and you want to hold on to them, although you really need some strength to do that. Strength is very, very important, but we'll come back to that in a second. Because we have another disaster to deal with. The Persians are coming, folks. And to deal with that, we have to put a bunch of Persian disaster, catastrophe tokens in as well. They end up getting shuffled in, and actually the rules are pretty clear. You have to shuffle everything up and then put them into 2 equal-sized stacks. And so we're still only playing through 8 rounds, but now we've got a ton more. How to deal with this? Every round, we are going to draw 3 tokens instead of 2. So things can build up fast. Although there is a rule that if you ever, let's see if it were to happen here. Yeah, this actually, if you were ever to draw 2 back to back, the first one you keep, okay, Tempest is coming, which is scary over here in Taurus. The second one, they can't come back to back. It goes to the bottom of the second stack, so you know it's coming later. And then you end up with, okay, here comes some drought. All right, so Persians mix it up. We have a 6th disaster. And the way it works is, Persians, as they build over time, let's try and get some Persians. As they build over time, oh, the Persians are getting stronger. They've got 3. And oh my gosh, 2. What is it? I think it's 2 0s, 2 1s, a 2, a 3, and a 4, something like that. Let's see. If, eventually, some more stuff. Eventually, Persians are coming again. Okay, the Persians are attacking. Here's our catastrophe we have to deal with. They have a total strength of 5. You multiply that by the number of players. So in this case, they have a total strength of 10. Here's where our strength comes in, because we need to have more strength in them combined. Say over the course of the game, Helen had started with 1, but she'd gotten up to 3. Achilles had gotten up to 10 or something like that. Well, combined, we have 13, which is more than enough to defeat. If Achilles hadn't quite been such an overachiever and only had 6 and 3, then if we only had a combined 9, well, the disaster would hit everybody. But in this case, where Achilles was such an overachiever, which he is, he's definitely good at getting more strength faster, then everybody survives. Now, as a little reminder how it works, if the Persians are less, then everybody loses half of their strength rounded down from the fighting of the Persians. So Jen would lose 1. Rounded down. All right, and so he would go down to 6, and so he drops quite a bit. And after a fight, everybody has the opportunity, if they want to spend money to hire mercenaries at 1-to-1. So Jen might hire 3 mercenaries, which brings strength back up 1, 2, 3. And maybe the Achilles player didn't have any, so he didn't buy any. And so now they're neck and neck on strength. So you're building up, because there's a potential of 2 attacks. You will get attacked twice by the Persians over the course of the game. So we got to get our strength up, because these will be gone and they'll start building up again like normal. And so we got to get our strength up. But we need strength not only to fight off the Persians, but to fight off each other. We'll come back to that in a second. Let's say we didn't have our strength up high enough and we lost against the Persian. What happens is the disaster hits our heroes. Our heroes have to flip to become less powerful. Now, Hercules doesn't provide these 2 points anymore. He still has his main ability, but now he starts siphoning away rocks every turn. Helen starts siphoning away wheat and loses her special ability. So, having to flip these is off. Not all the heroes actually siphon stuff away from you, but they might lose even more special powers and whatnot. If you fail to fight them off the second time, you lose them completely. They're out of the game. So, losing your heroes can be painful, so you got to make sure you've got the strength up before they show up. How do you get strength? Well, every time you purchase a terrain or city, if you overpay, you can increase your strength. If I were to say pay 6 for this, and Jen were to do this, and yay, she's got some fields. Great. That's fantastic. If at the moment she did that, she paid 2 food, she would increase her strength by 1. By the same token, if I got the barracks, actually I wouldn't get the barracks because, I would say I get the barracks. so that I have more flexibility for building. And, I paid whatever. I had the stone, I had the wood. If I overpay by one additional stone and wood, again, my strength can go up. Now, if I get barracks and I have to take a loan to get it, then later off when I pay the loan, it's too late. I can't increase my strength. But every time you grab any tile in the game, you have the opportunity to increase your strength because the Persians are coming. But that's not the only use for strength. Eventually, when we get into B and C at the end of the game, we have to feed our people. After we're done feeding our people, there will be internal conflicts as well. Say we're over here. And when I'd been keeping my strength up, and Jen, even though she'd hired some mercenaries with Helen, she couldn't quite keep up with Achilles, whose special power is increasing in strength much faster. After we are done feeding our people, we then have a conflict where whoever has the most strength ends up taking Clover Leaves from the other one and taking population as well. So there is some very direct interaction where you want to make sure you are stronger than your neighbors here because, well, not only to fight off the Persians, but to fight your neighbors off because they're going to be coming to steal from you several times throughout the course of the game. So strength is a very, very big thing. Another thing about these mercenaries, they increase your strength, and also they count as more population at the end of the game. Population that you don't have to feed. So mercenaries are great, although they aren't as strong. A regular population is worth 3 points. Mercenaries are worth 1 point apiece. But still, that's a way to turn money into population, which is not normally something you can do. So this strength thing, fighting off the Persians and fighting off each other, is a really big change. Add to that all the different colonies with different special powers, all the different starting characters with different special powers, and you have added so much new depth and gameplay to Peloponnes with heroes and colonies. And I gotta say, there's a lot of stuff I like here, but Jen and I, we were definitely not fans of the stealing from each other because these Clover Leaves are such a big deal. And having to, I love the collaborative nature of both of us working together to defeat a tragedy or a catastrophe that could affect all of us equally. That's awesome. I kind of wish there was a variant in here so we didn't use strength to fight each other, or we didn't steal from each other, but we stole from a common supply or something like that, because otherwise this is very cool. Yeah, I just don't know. Jen and I are the ultimate Care Bears. We love Peloponnes. There's already enough cutthroatness with the auctions. We don't need to be stealing stuff directly from each other too. I'm really on the fence about it. Maybe I'll talk to the designer and say, hey, would you have a Care Bear thing where we don't steal from each other with those internal conflicts we steal from the supply? Because otherwise, that's my only complaint, because otherwise this is a box full of awesome Peloponnes goodness. And that is the rundown, folks. Thanks very much for watching. Have a very nice day. Talk to you later. So long. Bye-bye.